My name is Christina, and I'm presenting my unit for project. I made potato cheddar soup, and I don't know if you can see it's pretty bright out here. Um, and I named it the ritual of food. And I am currently studying to be a cook at CSN, and it applied the skills that I'm learning in that class. Um, I think it relates to the course ideas because food is a ritual that is practiced in all cultures. It's something that is tied in to the culture, their beliefs, the religions, and it's practiced everywhere throughout the world. Food for people has that contagious magic. It's not really a superstitious magic, but it's something that brings feelings, it brings emotion that is tied to those dishes. It's often brought up in religious texts. The last meal for with Jesus Christ, the Last Supper. That's a very famous one. There's dishes that are um, in passed down through culture. The food is representative of the spirits and the gods. So there's many times where it is sacrificed, an animal is sacrificed for the gods, or the food is passed down through tradition. In the videos of Campbell, he spoke about the myth of the buffalo wife and how they dance to bring back the buffalo before they eat the food from it. That is very common in um, cultures where they will have a ritual that goes with the food. In our culture, we have those, but they're not as we're not as aware of them. A lot of people pray before they eat the meal. The food is tied with the religion and the culture. The way you were raised is the way you eat. So if you were raised to pray before you eat, that is your ritual. If you were raised to eat healthy, that is your ritual. Food is not just nourishment, but it's tied in with your spirit, it's tied in with your beliefs, and it's tied in with your daily rituals. It's something that we all do, and it's something that we don't think about as being a major thing in our lives. Food, before the invention of fast food, it was thought about continuously. It was something that was a major deal and was very spiritual to the people. Now we go and we get the food, and it's not thought about. You don't have to consider it. You just go and get it and eat it, and that's it. However, it shouldn't be that way. We should have a connection to the food. It gives us a connection to the land. It gives us a connection to our bodies because we are given that nourishment. We get our energy from the food, but we take it for granted. So that is why I chose this, because it has there's psychology behind it, because food gives you emotions. It is something that is important to people in their culture. It is something that ties to your belief system and your family and brings people together. What I noticed in the film Manufactured Landscapes was that the man pointed out that oil is something that plays a major role in our daily lives, and we don't think about how much comes from oil and how much we use it and that it's running out. I remember in one TED Talks that I watched, he said that no one person could make a computer mouse. Every part is taken from something else that no one person knows how to create. No one knows how to take that oil and turn it into plastic and mine for the metal and turn it into screws and make the lasers and make the wires and make every little piece of that from the start. And I think that food has become the same way. We don't realize that it's running out, and we don't realize what it goes through before it gets to us. There's so much that happens to it. No one person can anymore can farm all the components that went into the soup. Can take the milk and the cream and knows how to turn everything into the end product. We get our food from every different culture throughout the world. The foods that are native to our land are not what we use anymore. We use foods native to other lands. It didn't used to be that way. We used to use the food that we had available to us. When you cook, when you really know how to cook, whether it's from going through school or from being taught from a loved one, you understand the food and you have a connection to the food. And it's not just knowledge, it's emotion. So what I liked about this was learning how food did tie into anthropology and watching the videos and noticing when they brought up food and how the cultures related to it. I didn't like that it didn't have any cultural tie to me. So I was disappointed in that. I wasn't able to find any food that meant something to me culturally or was passed down or that had imitative or contagious magic specific to me. It's exciting. I enjoyed this project because I get to show a little about my life and what I'm turning into my culture. So how I'm breaking out of that and making my own lifestyle. So I like that. And this is my soup. You can't see it. Yeah. Thank you.